Hi, I'm Mariangela Parodi. Today I wanted to focus on really calling in our foundational strengths and stop being depleted so we can access greater vitality and really connect to our sacred alliance with our ancestors. So right now, really feeling called to connect deeper into the earth, and as we do that, we're strengthening our foundation. So I'd invite you to feel your connection into the land, and as we do that, I want you to imagine like a spiral, screwing yourself back into the earth, because often we're just really ungrounded and disconnected, and so much is happening in our head. So I want you to imagine that base chakra connecting like a spiral, screwing ourselves back into the earth, back into the land. And as we do that, we're sort of harnessing this vortex of energy. And as we're doing that, we're opening up that base chakra. So just feel that connection as you're doing that, widening the pelvis, focusing on the breath, because this is strengthening our foundation. As we strengthen that foundation, I want you to feel that you are accessing all the elements: fire, water, earth, and air. And as you do that, you're harnessing all the strengths within you. Our body is made up of those 4 elements. So feel that spiraling and opening up that base chakra. And as you're doing that, you're harnessing the strengths of who you are: stability, courage, resilience, being present right now in this moment. By doing this, we're connecting what is going on so much in our head back into our body. So we're fully harnessing our strength, our vitality, our passion, our exuberance and our enthusiasm, because we are right at this stage, all of us are feeling so depleted, and depletion ends up reducing our immune system, creating more inflammation. So by calling ourselves back in, we're connecting more to our strengths, our vitality, and right down to the cellular level, feeling the activation of that nucleus, the mitochondria, all the energy stored in every single living cell. So all of us is starting to light up. As I'm talking about this, I'm channeling that frequency for myself and for you. And especially if you're a light worker, a healer, a sensitive, an empath, we really need this right now to feel more connected to our physical body. So as we're doing that, we're dropping down from that mind, spiraling into all of our spaces in our physical body, the water element within our body, saliva, tissues, our lymphatic system. We're spiraling into that, activating the fire element, the heart, the cardiovascular system, feeling all of that, reclaiming, integrating this weave of who we are together. So as we're doing that, I can feel my body getting a bit lighter and a bit more physical and dropping down. And as I'm doing that, I'm even feeling a sense of my throat being a little bit richer, and there's more tone and resonance in there, because I'm feeling more connected to my physical body, not just floating around. I'm grounding, I'm more anchored, I'm feeling my breath is relaxing. As I'm doing that, I'm feeling my connection deeper into the earth. So I invite you to follow me as we're doing this together, to feel more unified in that physical body, because as we're doing that, we're much more solid to be able to channel in the guidance from our ancestors, our guides, ascended masters, the angelic realm. From that level, but also from the earth, we're connecting to our shamanic abilities, to the elements, to the elemental frequency of nature, of the trees, of the mountains, of the rivers, of the forests. And by doing that, we're feeling wider, more connected. So I just want to talk to you today, really focusing on this spiritual alliance, this sacred alliance we have with our ancestors. Our DNA is made up of these qualities. No matter how far we go back in time, from our mum's side, from our dad's side, we are harnessing at the cellular level, DNA level, all the imprinting from our ancestors in that DNA. Our muscles, our tendons, our nervous system, our blood are all connected to them. And we want to focus on, even if you don't know who they were, the strengths and the qualities and the resilience that our ancestors embodied, because we are a product of them. I don't want you to focus on the ones you didn't like, because we have many of those that we want to push to the side. But these are the resilient ones, the ones that forged ahead, the ones that were dynamic and resilient and just kept consistently taking the steps they needed to take, so that they supported themselves, they supported their family, they did what it took to make a difference. And as empaths and healers, I'm inviting you to stay more in your body, feel really connected to your physical arms and legs, even touching your chest and your legs and your hands right now, just to say, I'm fully here and I'm willing to take a deeper commitment to myself, to align to my frequency. And by doing that, you are connecting to those strengths. As medicine women and those ancestral medicine women, they have tools. They were connected to the plants. They knew the medicine. They knew the roots and the bark and everything that needed to come through. And as I'm talking about this, I'm feeling my body vibrating more, because I'm channeling in the frequency of the medicine, of the plants, of the trees, the tinctures, the essence, the remedies that did support our ancestral women. And we have that wisdom within us. We have the lifeblood and the knowledge in us and the essence of them in us. So I don't want you to start looking outside of yourself for all the answers. The books are fantastic, but you have to tap into your own wisdom, the medicine that was within you, that's connected to those medicine women from the past, or medicine men, the shamans. The ones that had the knowledge is in you. I want you to open that up to you now. I want you to open up that channel so that you are connecting to yourself, to let that frequency come in. I do have the answers. I'm the one I've been looking for. It's connected in my cellular DNA. And as I'm doing that, I can feel that frequency coming through. And even if you're not sure what that is, it is birthing this new knowledge that you're asking to bring an invitation. Open me up to this wisdom that I'm here to share with the world. As I'm doing that, I'm feeling the love from everybody watching me right now, which is really beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Because as part of this community, we're connected to other medicine people. It's so good to have not just the mums watching, but their kids watching, because we are the ones, the forerunners for our future generations. So this is why it's so important that we do this, because we're modeling it for our kids, because you're passing this wisdom on to them. I'm feeling emotional about that now. We have to do the right things right now, because we are supporting our future generations, and it's so important. So as I'm opening this up to awakening this knowledge, this wisdom, we're sending this energy to our children and our future children, our grandchildren, so that their future generations also have this knowledge. So let's just drop down to what that might look like for you. And it may come in now, it might come through in your dreams, and it might come through just opening a book or listening to music. Just know that this wisdom is in your DNA, and we want to bring it through the throat so we can express that through the heart, so that you are feeling the love of the ancestors that's within you, the knowledge that's always been there, opening that up in the solar plexus so that you are connecting to your truth and your sovereignty, that you do have the knowledge, that you're no longer going to give that away, because it is safe to open this up. We're going through this massive awakening. It's a wake-up call for all of us to feel this. And as you're opening that up and focusing on that breath in that solar plexus, it's helping you to drop down into your pelvis, that sacral chakra. This is where your sacred power lives, and this is where we're doing that sacred alliance with our ancestors, because we are tapping into that knowledge, that wisdom that's available. So even just get out of the head, just dropping down into that lower pelvis and focusing on that breath to just bring up the surge, the fire, the knowledge that wants to come through you now. And just even journaling what that looks like would be really important. What color is my medicine? What is this new wisdom that's available to me that I haven't been able to access until now? And let that come through as this wellspring, as we're spiraling further into the earth, to bring that up through us. So feel that connection. My body's feeling really quite tingly now. And when we're doing that, we're expanding this frequency so that we're getting messages. As you put your hand on your physical body and touching your heart, let that message come in. Because your heart is your access to your soul. That's the chamber of the heart. Opens up that heart chakra to access that wisdom that's in you. So that in this sacred alliance, you are carrying the medicine of all the other medicine keepers in your lineage, from both sides of the family, mum and dad's side, all those grandparents, all those grandmothers. And in my mind, I see it like a weaving in of tapestry, of crochet, of lace. And I'm just noticing that it's just an image that's coming through as an interconnective weave of that thread. And that's my medicine that's coming through. And I don't have to analyze that. I'm embodying it, and I'm trusting that as I go throughout the day, that weave's going to get stronger. It might bring some colors through that thread, and through my dreams, more insights will come through until I'll get an understanding, because it never drops down in one whole solid thing. It comes down, for me anyway, in little snippets throughout the next few days, or throughout the night. I'll wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and have this, oh yeah, I'll just write that down. I have to remember that because that feels important. And all of these is little pieces of the puzzles that come together for our weave of who we are, our special cloth, our medicine, our tapestry, of what our signature medicine is. And as I'm talking about this, it feels like it's really threading in more for me, and I'm feeling that for you too, that this weave, this cloth is coming through. And let that unravel for you, as in let the color quality come in. It might be crystals, it might be plants in there, it might be animals. And right now, with this new medicine that's coming in for all of us, it's being birthed, we're asking to just accept into some stillness, so this new rebirth can come through, this new awareness that we're all birthing into this new world that we're stepping into. And by having this stronger, solid foundation of this anchor, this spiral that's going deeper into our pelvis, deeper into the earth, we're more anchored to allow that channel to come through. So I'm feeling quite tingly right now in this process. So I invite you to revisit this, so that you can try that for yourself and see what comes. And I'd love to hear what that is for you. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about how I'm doing this process, I have an inner GPS to help you connect to your guides and to the earth, to bring in your boundaries, so more connected, so that you are focusing on yourself and not bombarded by other people's energies. So that's my inner GPS. I'll put a link in the comments. If you want to go a little bit deeper, I do have a liberating success meditation that it will help you to do a 30-day process, a 30-day manifestation process to really create this new world. And also, if you want to go deeper with me personally, I'm happy to support you. I have lots of clients that I'm still working with and in my groups, so reach out if you'd like me to support you with that. So I'd love to hear what you feel about your sacred alliance with your ancestors. My love to you.